Welcome to the
Epic Show!
Warning. You're about to embark on an adventure of epic proportions. Buckle up, bucko. You're now tuned in to the Epic Show. With your hosts, Gabe and Dave. Coming to you live from the Epic Center.
Fucking degenerate.
Lucid Diamond Eyes. You know who that is, you're legendary. Welcome to episode 5 of the Epic Show.
We made it
We're here.
to episode 5.
The big 5. First off, we just last night we were out in Atlanta. We're completely in the void. Like, we were out pretty late.
It was 6 a.m. Or it was 5 a.m.
Yeah. And as we were driving back, we were like in the heart of Atlanta. And I was like, what do you think? Like, do you like Atlanta? And I was like, what do you think of Atlanta?
I was like, yeah, I mean, I kind of like want to live here. But
Yeah.
then sometimes like just random crazy shit happens that kind of turns me off to it.
And
then
30 seconds later, we were trying to get on the highway to go back home. And there's just people driving in the opposite direction, like towards us, and just blockading the highway.
absolute pandemonium.
Yeah, it's on the news. And it's like, we didn't know what was going on. There was like dudes with like flashlights shining at us.
Okay, so the entire 285 was blocked off, and the reason I had to stay on 285 was because going up north 75, there
Blockade.
was cars coming this
Yeah.
way at us, and I was like, well, I can't go that way.
Right.
And there was it was a line of cars that all parked, and then I'm not kidding, I'd say 300 people.
Yeah. Like,
Underneath the bridge, like all standing there, like posing for like
They
a
all had, like,
camera.
masks
They
on?
all had masks on, and there was this guy who was standing right in front of us in the only lane that was open. And he had like a blue laser,
Yeah.
and he was like shining it at us sometimes, and like just stand there. We were like, dude, we are just trying to get through.
Yeah, like, I don't know. And I looked it up later, and it was like, street racers block the highway, like story 11.
Car guys, dude.
Yeah.
I
like trying
fucking
to drag race or
love car guys because they're always up to something absolutely stupid. Like, I wonder how big the group chat for that whole debacle was.
Yeah,
it
like, how did they
It had to
arrange
be
that?
like 500 people in a fucking group message, and they were all like, dude, today is the day.
Yeah.
Like, we're about to take this city by storm with our 2004 Toyotas that are extremely like lowered.
It's like literally like the Riddler, like on his 500 followers and from the Batman, like
Oh,
just like talking. He's like, today we're going to meet at 75.
we're going to start an uprising today, men. We're changing the world.
Yeah, like no more lies.
When it's really just like a bunch of incels who are obsessed with their fucking like.
Just want to burn rubber.
They're worse than incels, in my opinion.
I kind of want to join
Be a
just
hot
to
take.
document, like make a docu-series, us joining the gang. from
Us
the within.
joining like a car gang.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let me in with my Ford Fusion, I'll tell you that.
Is it cool if I join? I have a Honda Civic.
I have a 2017 Ford Fusion with 130,000 miles on it.
So when do I start? And so yeah, that's Atlanta for you. But
But the thing is the next day I wake up and I'm like, well, I mean, I still kind of want to live there.
it's not that bad. I mean, dude, another thing about Atlanta is gas stations. Once the skies turns dark,
Good
it's
luck,
just
dude.
Grand Theft Auto.
It's
in
the
real life.
purge.
Yeah,
Like people are out there in this purge masks, like just standing, like
posted up.
posted up over their Chargers and Challengers,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Just please, if you're ever in Atlanta, do not get gas once the sun goes down because
You're gonna get heckled.
you're gonna get heckled and you're gonna die. Like it's literally like the Call of Duty zombie round 1.
It's a good possibility, dude. I take my gun into the gas station.
Yeah.
Like,
One of my friends, like he used to live in Atlanta, and he had to just pull his gun out and shoot at like 3 people at a gas station in Atlanta,
What?
like just because they were about to
just another day in
rob
the
him, and he
neighborhood.
just started popping and ran away.
At least my rent's $400.
And he went to like the other day. He's like, yeah, like I had to, or some like the gas station guy, and he's like, yep, that happens. Like it's a normal thing. All right, so we're gonna pop a quick scenario in your brain.
We know you guys have been yearning for another scenario of the week.
Everyone's just clenching to have their scenario read.
So we live next to this Chipotle, and every Chipotle is different. So like,
it's a very niche scenario.
It's a niche scenario, but I did take a picture, and it should pop up like right here,
right there.
And it's this wall completely to the left side. Like whenever you walk in, it's this wall, and it's got like holes in it for the people listening. It's like it goes like a big hole. A smaller hole, a smaller hole, a smaller hole, and then like it gets to like a really tiny hole, and then it just repeats the pattern, like all the way down the wall, and it's like wood, so you could stick your finger in it, and all of them. Like I see people. Just,
I do that all the time.
Yeah,
and it's like right where you're standing in line, and we were doing it, and I put my finger in there, and I was like, wait, like, what if my finger just got stuck here? And it did get stuck for a second. That's why I thought of it, and I was like, wait, like. This could be really bad if my finger just gets stuck and you're just waiting in a line at Chipotle and you're like, oh yeah, mate, you can go ahead and pass me.
People, you're like, you get your finger stuck, but you're silent about it.
Yeah,
like you're like looking around, but you're still in line, so like
covering up your pinky, like, stuck in the hole. Like,
you have to keep on moving, so you're like, everyone's like, are you good, man? You're like, yeah, man, just keep on
go
going.
Ahead. Just gotta.
You guys can just go ahead and like say it's like 5 o'clock and they don't close until like 9:30, and you're just there the whole day
blocking the line,
and you're too embarrassed to admit that your finger got stuck in the hole in the wall. And like the employees are like,
are you
gonna order something?
Yeah,
man?
like right when they're about to close, like, hey man, we're about to close up. You need anything? And you're like, well, do you have like a cup of oil, perhaps? And then just like, yeah, and you just pour it on your pinky, like trying to pull it out.
Still doesn't
like,
budge. You're like, I know you guys got like that vinaigrette. Like, let me get that vinaigrette.
Can you just give it like another cup, please? You just like, what other like liquids do you have back there? And you're just like, well, do you have like a chainsaw or some kind of?
They have to cut you out of the wall.
He's like, and you're like, oh, thank you. And then you're like, yeah, you're gonna order a bowl or anything? Hey, nope. Leave.
I'm just gonna head out.
As like the wall collapses from the damage. So there's a scenario.
It's a simple scenario.
Yeah, like get your
it's
finger
just
stuck
because
in
it's
the
real.
hole.
Like
it's real, dude. That's real life right there. That is for me as real life because I would do that. I've always loved sticking my finger in some.
You love sticking fingers in holes, man. We get it.
Everyone knows that. But yeah, we just hit 100 subscribers.
Smashed 100 subscribers
in a month. No one. I think we're the first channel to hit 100 subscribers.
100 subscribers in a month is unheard of.
I think we're like the fastest growing channel on YouTube right now.
Yeah, we should be, and we're also very big on Vimeo. And
our Vimeo numbers are skyrocketing.
The Zune player also.
Yeah,
we have an exclusive deal with the Zune, and all of our channels or all of our episodes are $4.
Yeah, if you want the uncut version, you got to go to Zune and download. Go ahead and download that.
Zune.
Use our promo code EPIC for 20% off.
David, you can use David's code, which is 19% off, and you can use mine, which is 20% off. So.
Well, I mean, we haven't really gone through the numbers.
It's more of David didn't really do too well in the negotiation meeting, so
I got less of a cut. But yeah, we just want to say thank you guys for supporting us. It's a huge milestone.
Yeah, it makes us feel really good that people even want to listen to us, like just regular. I mean, I wouldn't say we're regular, but
we're definitely irregular, but
irregular in not the good way. But we're just really happy that you guys listen to us, and we love doing this every week.
And we're doing a giveaway.
Yeah, you guys can, whoever wins this giveaway, like, you guys can just come to my house and pretty much take whatever you want.
Yeah, just take whatever you can carry. Just post the address. The address is in the bio, so just click that.
My address is in the bio, and you could totally swap me whenever you want.
Yeah, just go ahead and in docs. We don't really care. But this reminded me when I was talking. We were talking about this. I did back when I was a YouTuber. My old, we've established this. I did a 2,000 subscribers special for my YouTube channel, and
I mean that's a big milestone. So.
I was I'm always 12 in these scenarios, but I was in that age range.
It's almost like you peaked when you were 12.
I think
I
definitely peaked. I think every episode
I would say you were more handsome when you were 12.
Yeah, man. That's no, yeah, I was definitely. Everything about me has gone downhill, like looks, mental health, like career, everything.
Except for that one picture you took this week, which we'll show here. It's the Unspoken Riz picture.
Unspoken Riz. That's right.
He looks like an Adonis. Dude. Like
it's unedited too, by the way.
So no, there's no editing.
Just go ahead and analyze. I'll put it right here.
He actually just got done like playing a couple games at the Y.
Yeah,
some pickup basketball
popped
games.
out. I obviously won every game, and then I just unspoken Riz.
I left my unspoken Riz all over the sauna at the Y.
I should just start going if I was single and I would just at a bar, I'd just walk up to a girl and just be like, unspoken Riz, and walk away. And she's like, who is that?
Why was his Riz so unspoken?
Why did he tell me he unspoken Riz to me? But yeah, the 2,000 subscribers special, I did a prank. It was a real prank. It was in my neighborhood.
Okay.
And at the time, I had this huge blow-up suit. You know the morph suits?
Oh, yeah, I remember. Dude, those were all the rage, dude.
Yeah, I had a pair of that as well. But it was like a blue morph suit, and then over it was like a giant blow-up. Like, so I'm like, like a sumo suit
like
type of thing.
Blueberry.
Yeah, I was exactly.
Okay.
And you couldn't see my face. Like, it was just blue everywhere. And I decided, like, there's this pretty busy crosswalk in my neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, funny prank. I just like walk in front of it and just cause a commotion.
Just cause traffic for your 2,000 subscribers special.
And like, I think at the intro, I was like, what's up, guys? Like, thank you so much for 2,000 subscribers. I got a special one for you today. And I'm just like, today we're going to be walking in front of cars in the hood. No, it was definitely in suburbia.
It was an in the hood prank. In the hood 2000.
And there was no reactions. Literally just me walking in front of it.
You were just being annoying.
Yeah, and then the cars just stop for a second and then wait for me to pass. And
they're like, by. Oh,
that's the
that Galanos kid.
And you can't even see their face like through the windshield or anything. Like, it was terrible. And I did that for probably like an hour or so. And then
jeez.
I had my skateboard. I rode my skateboard down there with my camera. And
on the blob suit?
Yeah, I was blobbed up. And this car comes, and this is right in front of the pool in my neighborhood. And they turn into the pool parking lot. And then they come back out.
Pissed?
You could say that. And no, not pissed, but this guy jumps out, pushes me over, and steals my skateboard that I was holding, and runs back in the car and drives up. And this skateboard was my prized possession. It was like an Element,
dude,
like $300 skateboard.
Wait, this wasn't a part of the video?
No, I wasn't recording anymore. No,
dude, what if that was the script of that would have been a better script of the video.
Yeah, no, this is real. Like,
this guy actually just was he driving?
It was his friend and him. Oh. So he like hopped out of the passenger seat
and pushed you over in your blob suit.
Yeah,
and took your skateboard and ran. Did you ever see it again?
No. Jeez. Well, I did see it again, but because they drove off, I was chasing them. Like in a blob suit.
And a camera.
Yeah. No, I'm glad they didn't steal my camera. That's what I'm happy about, because I used that camera for years after that. It's still, yeah. And then they drove back around like 5 minutes later, because I was like distraught, like in the neighborhood. My blob suit was deflated and everything. I was just like sad. And then they drove back around, and he was like holding it out the window, like taunting at me. And I just sprinted trying to catch up. And I never saw it again.
He didn't drop it or anything?
No, he just taunted me.
Took it. He just took it.
Yeah, and then just were laughing at me. It was so bad.
That fills me with a rage.
Dude,
that
and
I've never felt. Because he had to at least been 16 to drive that car.
And I looked. No, me and my mom were like, would after school would like drive around a little bit at like high schools. See the car. Yeah, just go to different high schools and see if like
oh my God.
it was the right car. Because I remember I knew the car and everything. And then
your mom was trying to help you get vengeance.
Yeah, that's when I turned into the Batman. I was like, "You will pay."
Yeah, you turned into the Rat Man.
Yeah, the Rat Man, the creature of the night.
You just can eat copious amounts of cheese without having to fart. That's
my superpower. And eventually I gave up and got a new skateboard.
Yeah,
and
that's sad.
The dude we told the story to like the skater guy at the shop or whatever, and he's like, dude, you like, it's not whack to call the police, man. And yeah, like,
he said that.
Don't feel bad if you like. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, realistically, it is whack if someone just comes up to you, pushes you over, and takes your shit.
Yeah, and he's just like, you should call the police or something. And I was like, well,
yeah, because the police are gonna look for a skateboard.
Yeah. What?
Shut up, dude. This is why you work at Ambush.
It was Ambush.
Yeah, I bet it was.
And they're out of business now.
Mm-hmm. For good reason.
Yeah, that's what.
That's
to this
funny
day, I never saw that skateboard again. And the 2,000 subscriber special was unreleased. So I was too sad.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Yeah. Damn.
But you had a story this week.
Okay. So a lot of people are, since I am famous now, like they think that I just do lavish stuff every day of the week. They're like, Gabe, oh, you're so handsome and famous and popular. And the truth is, I really just lay in my house all day, and I rot and I troll. So it's been so long since I had a good troll. And there's this guy that I hate watch on TikTok.
As you do, yeah.
Yeah. And I've been following him for a long
You've been telling me about this guy frequently.
Yeah. Like since I got TikTok, this guy has been on my radar. And he's a rapper, but whenever he raps, he doesn't have a studio or anything. He's 40 years old, by the way.
Literally.
And he always talks about having swag and drip, and like he's just so cringe.
He's just like a drippy
everything about
swag
him is like disgusting, bro. Like he'll post like Champion shoes like on his thing and be like, new drip alert, and then all the comments.
New drip dropped.
He's got like 3 haters that like religiously hate on him. Well, yeah. Well, no, I've never joined in on the hate. I've actually tried to lift him up sometimes because I hate seeing this guy in a terrible mood. Like his wife is, his marriage is failing, and like
she's like, just babe, like I promise you, I'm gonna blow up.
He's like, I know I'm gonna blow up. I know I'm gonna blow up, babe. Like, so whenever he records his music, he plays a beat on the TV and records on his phone, and like it's so bad, dude. Like this is some of the worst music I've ever heard. Like, yes. And what got me like rolling on this was he posted a screenshot of his video being taken down because he used an entire instrumental of Lil Durk, because Lil Durk's his favorite rapper, and he says that everyone else, he has 400 songs. This guy has 400 songs released. He just posted on his YouTube, and he's like, there's no rapper out here that has more songs than me except for Durk. He'll always say except for Durk. He sucks Durk's dick. And he used one of Durk's entire instrumentals and got it taken down by the copyright people on YouTube. Right. And he claims that Lil Durk reached out to him himself and was like, hey man, you can't be doing that. Like his video was like, you can't be doing that. The copyright. I'm just letting you know about these copyright people. Yeah. And he made a video, and he was like, "Hey man, Lil Durk, thanks for reaching out to me. Like,
Lil Durk hit me up.
It was really sick that he himself reached out to me and told me about the copyright people, this and that. And he was like, and I was just doing a little sampling.
Sampling.
He thinks that sampling is, and I commented as I do, and I'm like. And I was like, did you use the entire instrumental or did you just sample it? And he said, I sampled the whole instrumental. And that's not like, I shouldn't have to be telling someone who's in the rap game what sampling means. But Either way, this it started with this account. I got on TikTok one day, and this fake Dwayne The Rock Johnson account, which is one of his favorite celebrities. So let me give you this guy's favorite celebrities.
Very gullible guy.
Are Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Lil Durk, and Post Malone. Okay,
and he looks like all of them combined.
He looks slick. And those are his favorite celebrities. And this fake Dwayne The Rock Johnson account like went on his TikTok and laughed at one of his videos. And he was like, he makes a video like reacting to every comment.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, yo, The Rock. He's like,
Salute.
thank you, dude. Like, I love all your
Big
movies.
fan.
Like, I'm so happy that you found me. Like, this, that, and the other.
Just like a stock image of Dwayne The Rock
and like
Johnson.
I commented and I was like, dude, you know, this is like not a real account. It has 4 followers. Like,
and he's like, you're just a hater,
no,
bro.
he called me a hater, and he was like,
Really?
He was like, yeah, and he was like, you never heard of a backup account, bro? Like,
backup account.
Yeah, like Dwayne The Rock Johnson is a backup account on TikTok, and he's watching your videos, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I'm the idiot.
That
here.
showed up on Dwayne The Rock Johnson's For You
Yeah.
page.
And I was like, you know what? I was like, I've had enough of this guy. So I reached out to one of the other people who hate on him, and I was like, hey, bro.
Yeah, you formed an alliance.
I was like, make a fake Lil Durk account. And we're going to fuck with this guy.
Because he called you a hater, and you're
Yeah,
like, all
because
right.
he called me a
you
hater.
done
When
messed up.
all these years, like all these months of support that I've
Yeah,
given
you
him.
were, yeah.
And I made a Post Malone account, a fake Post Malone
Yeah.
account. Literally, both these accounts had 0 followers, and I used like the first picture that came up on Google when you look at Post Malone. It's like him smoking a cigarette, like in like 4K
With Bud Lights.
Yeah, and the Dirk guy reached out to him and he was like, "Hey, bro, I love your music, dog. Like, keep it up, bro. Like, whoever said that you can't come to O Block is tripping, man." Like, just like completely like responding to all the hater comments that were recently on his thing, and then he makes a video responding to it, and he's like, I told y'all, Lil Durk will fuck with me. Lil Durk love my music, bro. He's like, this is for all the haters out there.
I'm up.
I'm up right now. He's like, this is why I'm gonna be a celebrity, and all y'all are gonna sit there on your mom's basement or some shit. And he talks about that, and then I got the guy. I was in cahoots with this guy, and I was like, hey, bro, tell him to make some songs for Lil Durk to hop on to.
Yeah.
And he did, and he made 2 songs on his YouTube, and one of them was the first one was called Durk Said It. Like, and I shit you not, whenever I say this is the real like song, it's like, hey, me and Durkio on TikTok, like we chilling, man. Like, it's
just talking about him and Durk
terrible, bro. Yes, it's talking about him and Durk, like, and how everyone needs to respect him because Lil Durk said so.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I enter with Post Malone, and I was like, hey, bro, look, my brother Durk told me to check you out. Like, he's like, Durk fucks with your music. He's like, I do too. And he freaks out even more. And he really thinks that Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Lil Durk, and Post Malone, all on their backup accounts, went to his TikTok and gave him
wanted to sign him.
And I ended up following him, and I DM'd him. And and this is where it got cynical on my part, because I'm a very I'm a very deep troller. And so it starts off with,
this is where you're posing as
I am as Post Malone, and I'm messaging his TikTok account. I'm like, hey man, how you doing this morning? And he responded, but I didn't reply. And I was like, the next day I said, sorry, last night got a little out of hand, little too many brewskis. As Post Malone would say.
Had too many buds.
And he said, what's up, bro? I've been chilling. We really need to make history and make some music, bro. And I said, that's the spirit, bro. I said, so I talked to my managers, and they're all ready to go. They're thinking a 5-song EP called The Malone Brothers. Called The Malone Brothers.
Bros.
He said, I love that post. I'm ready to do it. He said, so what do I do now? And I said, first, you'll have to talk with Republic Labels because they have important questions for you. And depending on how you answer or react to them, we'll decide if you're ready for the lifestyle. I said, is there a number I can reach out to? And that's when I downloaded text-free.
You made the third account.
I made a text-free account, and I started texting him, and I started off with... Oh, text-free has ads. I started off with, hello, this is Richard from Republic Records.
This is John Bob Jones.
Bob Jones is a community college that my uncle got kicked out
really?
of. That's so funny that you said that. I said, hello, this is Richard with Republic Records. He said, hi, how are you? I said, I was told to reach out to you. Post Malone has interest in working with you? He said, yes, me and him spoke on TikTok about doing some things. I'm very interested in what would be our next step. I said, well, as much as I'd like to give the green light on that, there are certain things about working in this industry that all of these massive stars have done to get to their point in their careers. He said, I understand. I said, these are things that the stars would never want to get out to the public, but few people in the world have caught on to. I'm going to cut to the point of this. Are you a religious person? He says, I'm Catholic. I said, is that your way of life? You practice it and hold it dear to you? I do it like full Skyrim, like a Dark Brotherhood on this guy, dude. He said, I did at one point, but when my aunt died, I stopped going to church, so no. But I do believe in God. And I disregarded that. And I said, you must keep what I tell you going forward under very heavy raps. Can you promise me this? He said, yes, I promise.
Oath.
I stick to my code, the G code in all caps. And I said, this is where it gets fucking crazy. I said, would you be willing to denounce everything you've ever worshipped before and turn your faith into Echidna, the half goddess, half snake? There are many gods and demons that exist in this business among us owners, CEOs, artists that run everything, make all the decisions, and ask all of the questions.
Oh, God.
If you decide to go through the sacrifices required to reach the level of fame, as all the people you look up to will have to go through, you will have to go through great losses first. The trials of Echidna.
Trials of Echidna.
And just to be clear, Echidna is what Knuckles, Sonic's friend, is.
Knuckles the
He's an
Echidna.
He says, what kind of great losses?
Like considering it, like, wait.
If I may ask.
Yeah, like he's like in a suit and tie, like, well, what would these trials entail? Like in an interview.
And I said, your humanity, the relationships of all your loved ones, and your entire past will be erased and you'll be given a new.
You'll be given a new soul.
And he said, I'm willing to give all of that, just not my loved ones. They need me.
They need me.
My whole purpose for wanting to be a celebrity is to have a better life for my family, all caps. What would be the point of my success if they are not around to see it? And he's terrible at typing. And they are who I did it to show it could be done. And
well, you're going to have to lose them first.
I said, it's never been done before. But if you wish to keep your loved ones, they will have to be transformed into serpents. and forced to be in the swarm for all of their lives going forward. A contract will be written for them as well. Soulless.
A blood contract.
I said soulless. He said, I'm not willing to allow that. I understand if I don't fit the standards, but I love and respect my family too much to allow any harm to any of them. And that's when I said, thank you for your time. I believe you've chosen the best route for your family. We wish you the best in all your future endeavors. And I blocked him.
And to this day, he's still
gloating on his TikTok about the day that
I could have been signed. Y'all don't even know.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Post Malone, and Lil Durk all reached out to him and gave him love. And he still hasn't he's kept everything that Republic Records from Richard has told him under wraps.
Yeah, he hasn't said anything.
So he probably talks to his wife like, He's like, dude, they wanted to turn you into a snake and like all this shit. Like, he's like, the Illuminati's real. I said no. They're like, they're sitting there like starving.
Yeah.
Like,
what if his wife? What if
his wife's like, oh, I don't care. I'll be a serpent.
Yeah, she's like, what did you do?
Why did you say
we could have been made. I was like, I did it for you. And they get divorced. Because of you.
Oh, dude. And that's why whenever you're on TikTok and whenever you're on the internet, like, see, I want to feel bad for this guy, you know?
Right.
But if 3 accounts with 0 followers, bro, like, come up to you and they claim that they are Michael Jackson,
like he had
Drake, like, and they're asking for obscene things, bro. It's not them.
Right.
And I think of it as I'm teaching him a lesson on internet safety.
Yeah. I don't think he learned anything because he thinks all of it's real.
And that's the issue.
He probably gets like those e-girl like things on Instagram. It's like, click like you're sexy and hot. Like click this link. And he's like, damn,
these
she
girls
bad.
Want me so bad. Like, I'm about to leave my wife for this girl, bro. Like, I'm really out here getting pussy like this. Like,
yeah, they all want me for real. And then
I just got to click this link.
He has so many viruses.
Oh, yeah, he's got a lot of viruses.
Like, I just feel like he just needs someone in his life to just be like, dude, like, you got to stop. That's the thing. He doesn't have anyone to tell him.
Bro, no, he does, and it's his haters, and he thinks of them as like fans, and they're wrong, and he is right. And I've reached out to him, and I'm like, hey, bro, like maybe your music could be a little better if you like, you know, recorded it on mic or something.
Maybe buy a microphone.
Like, and he's like, I ain't got money to do that, and I'm like, okay, dude, like I get it. Like, you're just gonna make it. How you been doing it, man? Like, I don't know, dude. But yeah, that's the troll that I did this week. It was a good troll. Those are my best trolls, actually.
What if he like comes out finally and he's like, the record label, it's all lies. There's snakes in the echidna, and then it turns out to be true. And
it turns out to all be true.
He gets assassinated.
He dies about it. And they track his phone and they find me.
Yeah,
it's like I get a knock on my door and it's like, I am Richard from Republic Records.
Yeah. And he just like chokeholds you and lifts you in the air like, who told you our alliance?
He like slowly transforms into a lizard.
Yeah, it's like his eyes like flip or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm like, dude, I swear, I'm just trolling.
I'm just a troll.
He's like, and you'll die that way too. Kills me.
Dude, I think I needed, or maybe we both needed someone. I needed you to troll me, or to realize that I'm not gonna make it in the rap industry. And I think everybody, there's always the one guy that just needs to be told, "Hey, man,
tell your friends that they are not good at rapping."
It needs to. Don't listen to your friend's song and be like, yo, that's actually fire.
Don't sit there and pretend to them, bro. It's only causing more delusions of grandeur. And because I was delusional as well whenever we made this song. Sitting in my room, I cry together.
So for Christmas, I think it was like my freshman year of college or something, I asked for Autotune.
Yes.
And then that's when it all unfolded.
We were like, dude, we could sound good.
Like, wait. What? And we just started making music.
We made music that was like really, really bad.
We made a hit song though.
We did make a hit song. How many plays does it have, David?
2,300.
2,300. And this song is really bad. Okay. And whenever you go to your friends' Instagrams or SoundClouds and they rap and they have not even a quarter of 2,300 plays, that shows you how bad they are. Okay? It's not about publicity. It's you're making bad music.
And this is like emo rap.
This is like, my emo phase, and I sucked David into it, clearly.
Yeah, I just completely devolved into it. I'm going to play a little bit. I don't want to play the whole thing, but let me just skip like around.
This is what we were doing. What year was this posted?
This was 3 years ago.
Okay.
So
Let's have a listen.
It's you. I know that you hate me, but girl, you're still my baby. Girl, you're still my baby. Yeah. I wish you didn't leave me. Yeah. Just know that you complete me. Yeah. I wish you didn't leave me. Yeah. I wish you didn't.
I know this song. I know this song too well.
Yeah. Now I just wanna die, sitting in my room.
So
I
emo.
cry. Wish you didn't say goodbye. Wish you didn't say goodbye. Baby, give it one more try. I know that you hate me, but I need you for another night.
I think my
Need
parts-
you for
my parts right now.
another night.
Sitting in my room, I cry. Girl, you make me wanna die. Popping pills before my flight. Now I'm rolling in the sky. Skinny jeans and white Nikes. You took my heart out with a knife. I was always kinda shy. You turned me to the bad guy.
Yeah.
I cannot listen to more.
No,
But
those days are very far behind us, and I'm glad they are.
first of all, like I'm talking about sitting in my room, I cry how I want to die of some girl. This is in the period of time I had not been in a relationship.
You've
at
never had a
all.
girlfriend
And
before
yeah,
this.
It's
Like,
besides my 6th grade first love, you know,
you were channeling your inner childhood for this
I don't
song.
know what,
I
like,
think.
completely made up all of this. Like,
Yeah.
just,
I mean, me too.
but I like every time I would make songs, it would always be about like a relationship that I'd never been in. I don't know, maybe in my,
Well,
in
it's
the
because
past
you were
life.
listening to music that was just.
yeah, we're just emulating.
It was sad boy summer, you know, like it was. That was all the big music at the time. So I mean,
and
we replicated it pretty well, but
I mean, it's on the billboards, I think, in top 100.
it's on a
somewhere.
billboard. It's somewhere,
It's some billboard. has
maybe
it
in
on
hell, but
it. Yeah, it's in the top 100 worst songs.
it's in a
ever
billboard
made.
in the upside down.
Yeah. But I used to make beats.
You used to make more music like without me around,
Oh yeah,
and
that's where I needed you.
and this is where the issue came in because I would have told you it was bad.
Oh my, yeah, I needed someone to be like, dude,
Like you need
got
to
it.
stop, dude. Like you're an editor.
You need to
Just
sell-
because you're in the audio industry
Yeah.
does not mean that your voice needs to be in the
Oh,
audio industry.
I just got reminded of something really bad
okay.
because in high school, we had this at our school, Mount Parent. Like we had this high grade studio. Like our actual artists would come and record. Like
Like
what was it, Green Day and stuff would record there.
Green Day would come there.
Yeah, like Lecrae would record
Oh.
there. Like actual artists.
Okay.
It's a really nice studio, and
That's
I
fine.
like it was like an engineering audio like class.
Mm.
I was really bad at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like we went over like production, all the basics of audio stuff, music, and one day we had these guys come in, and they worked for Lecrae and like Reach Records.
Lecrae, for the people who are listening,
Yeah,
who
I guess I
definitely don't know who Lecrae
Yeah.
is.
He's kind
He's-
of big, but
If
Not
you listen to
anymore.
Christian rap, you know who Lecrae is.
he is the Kendrick Lamar of Christian rap. Like he's
Literally,
the top of the
he's.
chain.
I would say Tupac
Yeah,
of
honestly.
Christian rap.
And yeah, it was like his people in Reach Records. Like it was like the drummer for him
Mhm.
and some other guy who like writes.
Any rapper who has a drummer,
Right.
you
Why?
probably shouldn't be listening.
Yo,
to.
I'm the drummer for the Cray.
Machine Gun Kelly used to have a drummer.
He
That's
get
why
in
you should not listen to him.
I was like way too excited because I was like super Christian rap like
Mhm.
fanboy at the time.
Yeah.
That's like all I listened to. And this guy comes, and this was peak me like wanting to rap and stuff. Like, and this guy comes in, and I start asking him questions. Like, I'm like, yo, man, like, how do you like? I have like the flow and stuff, but I just sometimes I can't just put the lyrics
you
to
told
it.
him you had a flow.
Yeah. And I was literally in the back, like took him to the side, and I was like, he's like, yo, just like spit me something real quick. I'll see what I can give you some pointers. And it was if I can remember the line, it was like, it's like, what's a king to a castle, man to a crown? It's like, ain't nobody better, even if you have or a crown or man to a town or something like that. It made me-
to a town.
it was like, what's a king to a castle, man to a town? Ain't nobody better, even if you have a crown.
You went like full intellectual rap. Like
Yeah, no.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I could go back in time, I would literally just pummel myself into a pulp for thinking anything. Like,
what was his reaction?
No, he was like, "That's actually pretty fire, man. Like, you just need to do this and that." And I'm like writing it down. And then one of the people in our class, he's like, "Yo, I heard that, man. Like, that was actually pretty good." I'm just like, that guy.
Dude, they're lying.
Lying straight to my face. They were lying
to you, dude. Just because. And you would think that the Christian rappers would be the most truthful.
Yeah, you would think that. And he just completely was like, "Yeah, man, like, you're gonna go places, bro." And like, but I have another connection with Reach Records because, so my dad, he worked, not anymore, but he worked at CNN, and they interviewed Lecrae for his book that he wrote at the time.
Of course.
And it was a lot during like Black Lives Matter, like the start of that in like 2016. And they were kind of like, I got a shout out because I was like explaining to my dad, like I was super like into that at the time, and just social justice and stuff. And I was explaining to him like, yeah, like
you're no longer into social justice.
I was explaining like about like the difference between All Lives Matter and Black Lives Matter. I don't know. Yeah. And they ended up talking about what I said like on the news, like, and my dad was like, yeah, like my son was talking about you. He's a huge fan, and I got like a signed album cover and stuff of him and a free book.
I remember because I remember walking into your room or your dorm in college, and that was framed.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. And they invited me to Reach Records. Like, first of all, I completely squandered this opportunity. Like, I went one day. They like were super nice. Like, I went to the whole studio, and I met Gavi.
I thought you were gonna say you met God.
I think I did, but yeah, God was there. He's like,
God was vibing out
fire beats. And then but I met Gavi. He was like the main producer of Reach Records.
His name's Gavi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every song is like Gavi, get him.
Okay.
It's like but he was like really involved in that scene. And he was the guy who was like touring us around. He's like, yeah, like David's a aspiring producer. Like, do you have any tips for him? And he's like, he just looked at me. He's like, yeah, I used to make like 30 beats a day. And like, and that's all I did. I literally made beats all day, this and that. And I'm like, well, I kind of just do it at like 3 a.m. sometimes, every now and then. And that's when I realized like, this is not for me.
That's a lot of work.
So I guess he did kind of steer me away from.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Thinking I could ever make it.
Yeah. Because if I saw your like Instagram and it was like you had like a track train or like a link in your bio for someone to go like
dude.
For your beats and stuff.
I would post type beats, like terrible type beats
on like screen recordings from like your notes app and stuff. Yeah, no.
That's always how it is. But
I'm glad he was so stern with you.
Yeah.
Someone needed
I needed that
because your father wasn't.
Because I could have just they invited me like, yeah, you're welcome anytime. But I just felt so bad after that because I was like, because I used to look up to that guy. Yeah. And it's like, he just told me like everything that I don't do. And I'm like, yeah, maybe I should just show up as some white kid whose dad like met Lecrae. And like,
what if you like showed up today?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm here for the opportunity.
Like, you guys gave me this opportunity in 2016 and I've just been like honing my craft since then.
I've been really, and now I have a podcast. Like, can you please like put me on?
I actually have been editing dark humor jokes for 2 years now. Yeah. I need to save myself somehow.
Oh, I have some awful like.
I really wish that I could listen to some of the stuff from that era.
Oh, well, today's your lucky day.
Oh God.
I have like a lot of them are deleted in the void, but I just have like I think I have like almost 400 projects in Logic.
Dude.
Like. And they're all named like Project 1, Project 2. I never named them because I just would make like loops. It's just like a melody and a terrible beat, and then that's that.
Yeah.
And that was
that itched your producing.
Yeah. I was like, okay, that's good for the day. And then I just clicked a couple of them. I'll give myself credit for every like 200 beats. There's like one subpar one.
Oh, okay.
But
so at that rate, there's 2 good ones in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is just like a random one. I clicked on a random one.
Okay.
And wait.
Let's hear it, man.
Fire. What would you rate that?
It's
out of 10?
giving like it's giving like Sesame Street spy music.
Yeah.
Like whenever they're about to go do something like
It's like the transition
Sneaky.
music. While
Yeah.
they're-
I would rate it
Probably like a 9, right?
5 because it's not
It's a little
terrible.
generous.
It's just goofy.
Just goofy offbeat.
Goofy allbeat.exe.
It's like an organ or something.
Yeah.
Just the melody.
Just
Let me
imagine someone on an organ like.
Yeah. And I also, oh man, I also have some unauto-tuned raps because I no longer have the auto-tune on here anymore. So it's just like the raw vocal
Am I in this?
of raps. Oh, you're in one of them.
Let's hear.
But this
some of
is-
them, dude.
I think this song, it was titled "I Need It" in, in Logic.
need
Wait, let me make sure this is the right one. Okay. This is me trying to like, first of all, I'm about to completely embarrass myself in front of, 100
Like,
subscribers. So
100 subscribers.
please make it worth my while. Yeah.
I don't want this, I need it. Right around looking egregious. You don't wanna see me when I'm low, cause that's when I'm the meanest. I don't aim for the head, I shoot straight for the heart. Have you laying in your bed, questioning who you are, cause I'm a monster.
Because I'm a monster.
I'll be laying in your bed questioning who you are.
I said,
And I think you threw the word egregious in there at some point.
I said, I don't want this, I need it. Ride round looking egregious.
I
That is
have chills.
feral. Like, oh my God.
Riding around looking egregious.
If-
Is that even something you look like?
and like, I definitely was like, did ironic raps as well, but most of these are just like me trying
You
to.
needed this.
But this was like not me. I never posted any of the songs.
I wasn't trying. I totally
I
wasn't
totally
trying.
was just like vibing around, but no, like
Damn,
most
dude.
of the time I'm just like messing around.
Oh, that gave me so many chills. I'm not
because
kidding.
it's that cringe.
Dude, I shoot straight from the heart. Like, what the fuck are you
Questioning who
You're a
you
mon-
are.
I'm a monster. Like,
And I was like, that was hard.
that was hard. And then
Dude.
closes the laptop and not finishes the
If-
song.
Oh wait. If anyone has access, if anyone listening to this is from the future and you have an access to a time machine, please go back in time and just completely whoop me into a pulp.
Whoop his ass at around the age 13 to 16.
Please. Just
If you
any
could,
age,
if you
honestly.
can manage
just-
that.
I just really need a ass whooping so bad.
Be like, never start music and never film the 2,000 subscriber special.
Launch me. He has like some futuristic like gauntlet that just like
It's like the
punches you with
Spy
the-
Kids gauntlet.
Yeah.
Like,
And there's more that I have on
oh,
here.
God.
Wait, let me see. Okay, that's the same. This is Sitting in My Room I Cry, unauto-tuned edition. So please just understand we're past this now.
This is no longer us.
Ooh,
Oh,
baby.
it's so flat. Like, it's so flat.
The auto-tune really was on overdrive.
Gives
like-
life. You had to like buy a DLC for the autotune
Yeah.
to make it sound good.
They're like, dude, we need some more.
We need some
horsepower.
voice packs or something.
Yeah.
But I need you for another night. Need you for another night.
Sitting in my
This is
room,
you.
I cry. Girl, you make me wanna die. Popping pills before my flight. Now I'm rolling in the sky. Skinny jeans and white Nikes. You took
White.
my heart out with a knife. I was always kinda shy. You turned me to the bad guy.
Oh, the guy.
Guy. No, we were
Oh,
like,
fuck.
we spent hours like in your basement.
In my basement on our pool
On the
table.
pool table with my little laptop and terrible
What
microphone.
were we thinking?
I mean, it was fun.
And I was
at
so
the time.
excited to do it,
No,
too. I
yeah.
was so into it. Like,
Because you hear the auto tune back when you're doing it, so
And
you
you're like-
sound amazing.
you're like, hey,
Wait, I'm actually like sick.
I could do this.
I think I'm gonna make it. No,
Like, is this getting me out of the basement?
Yeah.
Like the suburban.
It's-
It's not the trenches. Is this going to get
basement.
me out of my mom's basement?
I think it will. Oh God.
On foe.
No, like I think it always bursts when you're like freestyling with you're 16 in your buddy's truck and you're freestyling to some type beat.
Yeah.
And then you say one thing like, dude, that was actually kind of good.
They're like, wait,
and you're like, wait, I think I'm gonna make
this
the
could be a path.
wait, the rap game might need me right now.
The rap game needs this 5'6" white man. Gonna go in there and
Rapping about-
shake some up.
No, I used to like invite my friends over into the stew and record some
Studio
egregiousness.
studio sessions,
just
dude.
Four
With-
white dudes.
With 4 private school white dudes.
Yeah, you know who you are. you were there, and you were a part of this.
You were in the stew, and we have the recordings.
No,
Oh,
multiple
man.
times I would just be recording nonsense.
Well, I'm glad that you did that because now you have a comeback story.
yeah,
You know,
I was a
Like,
victim to
you,
myself.
You can come back from stuff like that at such a young age, but I'm glad you're not going through that now.
I guess if I was 23 doing that,
I would have already told you to stop.
I would have needed a record label to talk about echidna, so I realized I need to stop.
That was such a good callback. the clip of how disgusting this handshake is going to be.
I'm holding my mic. With this.
Oh my god.
Oh man,
Epic fail.
epic. But gosh, but yeah, I could have.
Jeez, man.
I think Autotune is like good because there are some people out there who like might not have a singing voice, but Autotune will like, because even like Post Malone like can't really sing. But
Yes, but the
he's
thing
great.
is like, I think that we were gifted to have each other as friends because
do that
because
gap.
you're talented enough and like you not in music but like tech savvy enough to like set up FL Studio.
I
and
knew how to set
be
it
able
up.
to do it like from our home.
Yeah,
But there's people who pay money
I should have been an engineer.
and go to studios and stuff, and they don't have any friends, and they're genuinely just trying to make it in the rap game, and they're paying producers to like make their
Yeah.
songs and stuff, and like they're not getting any genuine feedback from this. Like
Right.
they're just out here making bad music and spending like $30 an hour at a studio, if not more.
Because
you
the
know?
studio,
Like,
obviously, the studio's guy's gonna be like, "Yo, like this is gonna pop off, bro." Like, because you're paying him, and you just
if I was a
need-
studio guy, I'd be like, "This is big.
this is
Redo
huge.
that." I'm like, "Redo that."
Yeah, just trying to get as
We're
much time.
milking this clock.
Dude, like I actually never do this, but I'm actually like, we gotta record this again
We-
because
I'd be like, bro, don't you
stalling.
want to invest in yourself? Like, you're on the brink of something big. And I would look him straight in the eyes like this. I'd be like, for real.
what's a couple extra $100 like gonna do in the long run? When
whenever
you're, a
you're
millionaire?
sitting in a caddy,
yeah,
whenever you're with Dirk, you're gonna think of me, right?
right.
I'm like, so what are the last four on that credit card again?
So what's the security code? Okay, well, and I promise you, this is gonna pay off.
This will pay off.
Charge his card.
Rent,
Yeah.
car payment.
And this reminds me of that class that I took. There was another year that I took of it, and it was just me and one other guy, and
Mhm.
it was just nonsense. We didn't do anything. Like the
Yeah,
first,
it's just a gimme class.
yeah, it was just whatever. We just went in there, and at one point he gave us a project for video editing, and because we both knew how to edit,
Mhm.
and it was like the women's retreat for school, which
Okay.
he got hired to edit a video for, like, he got paid,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's like, okay, so today your project is gonna be you're gonna film and edit an interview for the women's retreat, and they play it at the women's retreat.
But
So they did.
But he got paid to make this
He got paid.
for it. Like, but he just outsourced the work to you guys.
Yeah, and made it a
and
project.
paid y'all with the grade,
Yeah.
the
I was
completion
like, you
grade.
better give me an A. And it was like,
Like, you got paid a couple stacks for this. Like,
yeah, and we got,
and
he
you got
gives
like
me
an
like
85.
89. Yeah. I'm like, dude.
He's
But
just counting money. He's like, B minus.
Yeah. He gets paid. You probably got it like $1,000 or something. And then
Jeez.
we filmed it. We filmed into a closet of like an interview of this woman like telling her story. And then we both edited it. And it was.
And you're like, I really believe in this project. Like, when he's just like, I'll just give that to the students, I guess. That's
Well,
so funny.
Just, I guess the moral of the story is if you got a friend out there, who
Tell them they're
makes-
bad at music and tell them to never believe what they see on the internet.
And tell us that we're terrible in the comments. Make sure you comment.
Yeah, tell
this
me,
podcast is terrible. Quit now before it's too late.
please. Because I want to look back on this and I want to cringe on this.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you're not cringing, then you haven't evolved. Truly.
Some would
If you-
say that.
You need to be cringing at your past self.
Yes, it's so true. Like,
And
just to be, the more that you cringe at your old stuff, the better you are today. And you can
That's
sleep
the title.
well knowing that.
Oh yeah. So this is episode 5, the 100 subscribers special. We need some more 5 stars going around,
Yeah.
circulating the internet.
Just a couple more 5 stars. That's all I want. Just a few more 5 stars.
My birthday's coming up in April, and
I
I
was about to say, don't we have like
yeah.
our birthday's 2 days away? I was like, if anything's mine's coming up first.
It's only like 8 months from now. It would really mean a lot if you could give some 5 stars.
It
some
really
likes.
would. It really would. Thank you
Well,
guys
thank you
so
guys.
much for listening to us and supporting
Really
us.
appreciate you.
And we love being in your ears,
We love,
and
like,
in your
vibrating.
heads and your hair and
So
all
this
that
is
good stuff.
The Epic Show signing out from the Epic Center.